physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Right off the bat, here's Pickett to throw it.
And incomplete to open things up.
One thing we often talk about is setting the tone in a game. How about this? They came after him on play one and put him on the turf and forced an incompletion.
Something for him to think about immediately right off the bat.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to back off either. I think that they had success on the first play. Typically, when a defense does that, they've announced to you that this is what they plan to do throughout the game.
Buying time to his left.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Isaiah Likely the target that time.
And it's third down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 10 cycles. Drop, 17. Slide through. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels.
This pass out wide to Hall.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware. Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with the W.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted.
Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
38.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. Touchdown, Jets! Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Pickett now from the gun here.
Incomplete.
George Pickens the intended target.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion right is Austin.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll hand this to Campbell, running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett.
Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here's Pickett.
Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go. They run again with Harris. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Back to throw, Pickett. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers have a chance to react.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
2nd down and 6 now. Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Pickett. And
he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Fight, 97. Quad red. Roster, 6.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Pickett now on first down.
Dancing to his left.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens.
49 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels.
Catch is made by Hardman.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Daniels. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level right now.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A give, running left is Campbell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run with Campbell. And a very similar result. Again, the Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Harris. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In motion left is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd and 2, Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're going to try and throw.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Jets first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They run it with Hall off the option. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jets 17, Steelers 13. To kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Pickett back to the air on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 12-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. On the move to his left.
Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ready.
2nd and 11. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. On target to his man, Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Looking for Pickens, he's got him on the out route.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 38-yard line.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Shot, 17.
Hall ought to give up the middle.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
They're on the 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Pickett. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown.